Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I had not planned on making this video. As I was going through my daily workout routine, I had the TV on in the background. And I heard some more news about the Francis Scott Key Bridge accident, where the shipping container hit the bridge support and took out the whole thing. Let me say this. This video, this video is probably going to pose more questions than it does answers. Okay, so this morning I start to see, I see on the news this morning that they say that it may take years before there's an answer as to why it seems like the lights and the power initially went out in the ship. And without power or propulsion or steering, the ship could get sucked into channels and just kind of move on its own because the mass of this ship, and it just starts the currents and the topography underneath the water could just pull the ship in different directions, which it did. And it ended up hitting the bridge support. And this type of bridge, if just one piece is hit, it takes down the entire bridge. It's one of the most collapsible bridges we have in the United States. Okay, so today, sure enough, from the right wing, from Maria Bartoloma, Newsmax, Fox News, and all these other right-wing agencies, I start to see conspiracy, some bizarre conspiracy theories. Let me say this: all this stuff is not proven. I think this is all ridiculous, but I want to talk about that and how I almost thought there was something questionable about what happened. And I'll go over that. And I also, too, I started thinking about Donald Trump back in 2018, 2019, when he was president. They loved it. His supporters loved it when he rolled back all these regulations. He wanted to completely do away with the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Transportation Safety Administration, airline regulations. And look what's going on today. This is a question I'm posing here. We have wheels falling off planes, doors falling off planes, the train accidents, the fires and all this other stuff. And I've got to ask this question seriously. You know, Trump deregulated a lot of the safety measures for a lot of stuff back when he was president. And now, you know, we have an unexplainable amount of, like I said, planes with wheels and doors and everything falling off. There'll be links down below. You guys could come to your own conclusions on this. Okay, so let me say this. So this morning, there's all this crazy talk from the right. Seriously, just bizarre. Some of the stuff is just, I can't wrap my mind around. They started talking about COVID and the COVID regulations and how that was connected to the Francis Scott Key Bridge. You know, how that, and then the southern border. Maria Bartoloma somehow said that it could have been a drug-addled immigrant. Seriously, the links will be down below. This is the stuff they're coming up with. I saw Andrew Tate's name pop up. I don't know what his theory on all this was. And then I saw some other false truth and false check as to what we know about it so far. Because some people think there was an explosion, and some people think there was some kind of terror involved. There was another picture posted with a car in the water, and that's false too. I'll find all the links down below. That picture came from Scotland from years ago. So all this stuff's going on again. So when I first saw this news story, when it first popped up just a day or two ago, I saw the headline that after a ship hit the bridge, it collapsed. And, that's the way I understood it. And then I saw the one video from the front at night. And this is the thing. I wonder if any of this happened to you guys too. In that one first video, when you're seeing it at night, I didn't realize that the ship was behind the bridge support. You know, what I thought I was looking at, I read the headline, and I thought the ship had hit the bridge like hours or a day before. And then this video, because when you first see that video, the ship is kind of behind the support. It's lengthwise behind the support. So I didn't realize I was seeing the ship actually hit the bridge support. You know, I thought I was looking at later after the ship hit the bridge at some point. Later, this is what I thought I was seeing. Then you see what I thought was an explosion. Like, you see the masonry, the dust just go, explode, and then everything collapses. So when I initially saw that, I didn't realize that there was a ship on the other. The ship was actually hitting it right at that point. To me, it looked like there was an explosion, like supposedly after the ship had hit. Hours before, which I know now is wrong. It was just all the point of the perspective and the way that I believe that the way that the news story was titled, the way it was worded, to me it sounded, if you get what I'm saying, and I'm sure it happened to some of you guys too, so that this might explain, because initially on Facebook, I put up a post and I felt silly after. I said, it looked like there was an explosion. I wonder what's going on here. Because, I didn't realize that the ship was actually hitting it right at that moment because of the way it was lined up with the support. I didn't realize that I was seeing the ship actually hit the support. Okay, so let's get on to this now. With the Trump regulations, I have to wonder if, with all this stuff going on with transportation, with the train derailments, like I said, there'll be actual links down below. With this stuff occurring, every month with the train derailments, the fires, the toxic spills, and then with planes in the last couple of days, I've lost track. I mean, at first it was the door coming off in Hawaii. Then there was a wheel coming off. I believe it was in New York. There was a couple other instances. It's almost like on a weekly thing now. And like I said, I started going, I remember Trump rolling back all sorts of regulations back, for everything. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think he wanted just to completely do away with the EPA. Oh, here's another interesting one. I saw asbestos, a thing on asbestos the other day, on how deaths from cancer and asbestos are rising. And, contributing $19 a month and all that stuff. And then I remembered the story about Donald Trump rolling back, making it okay to use asbestos again. That link will be down below. Trump making asbestos great again. This is the stuff that scares me about Trump becoming president again. Like I said, the links will be down below. Let me know what you think about the bridge, about the wheels coming off planes. I'll be back with another video. You guys have a good Thursday.